The Philippines is entering a new era of missile capability as it shifts from relying on limited coastal defense systems to acquiring advanced weapons such as India's BrahMos supersonic cruise missile and the United States Harpoon missile. This transformation represents not just a modernization of its armed forces but also a clear signal to both allies and rivals that Manila is determined to defend its sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea. The first major step in this direction was the $375 million deal signed with India in 2022 for 3 BrahMos shore-based missile batteries, which marked the Philippines as the very first foreign customer of the system. These missiles, capable of traveling at nearly Mach 3 with a range of about 290 kilometers, are already being delivered in batches, with the second shipment arriving in April 2025. Operated by the Philippine Marine Corps Coastal Defense Regiment, the BrahMos batteries are mounted on rugged totre trucks for mobility, allowing them to be repositioned quickly across Luzon's coastal areas. A permanent missile base is being constructed in Zambales facing the South China Sea, a highly strategic choice given the proximity of Scarborough Shoal. Military officials and analysts alike have described BrahMos as a game-changer because of its speed, accuracy, and deterrence value against hostile warships attempting to intrude into Philippine waters. Manila is already negotiating for 6 to 9 additional batteries beyond the initial 3, which would massively expand its coastal strike capability under the Horizon 3 phase of the Armed Forces Modernization Program. At the same time, the Philippines has also looked to the United States for complementary systems, particularly the air-launched Harpoon missile. In 2021, Washington approved the potential sale of a dozen AGM-84L1 Harpoon Block II missiles worth around $120 million, which would provide the Philippine Air Force with reliable maritime strike capability from the air. While the Harpoon is subsonic and technologically older compared to the BrahMos, it remains a highly effective anti-ship missile widely used by U.S. allies around the world. Its strength lies in interoperability, as it can easily be integrated into Philippine aircraft and operations alongside American forces during joint patrols or exercises in the South China Sea. This dual acquisition strategy highlights a layered approach to defense. BrahMos secures the coastal perimeters with a high-speed, land-based anti-access weapon, while Harpoons extend the Air Force's strike reach over the sea, creating a versatile combination of offensive and defensive options. The significance of these acquisitions goes beyond raw firepower. They reflect the Philippines' evolving strategic calculus as tensions with China continue to intensify over disputed islands and rifts. For decades, Manila struggled with underfunded military modernization programs, often relying on outdated assets. Now, with increasing security cooperation with both India and the United States, the Philippines is positioning itself as a rising regional player with a credible deterrent posture. The deployment of BrahMos in particular demonstrates Manila's willingness to counterbalance Beijing's naval dominance in the South China Sea by adopting a cost-effective area denial weapon that complicates any potential offensive operation against Philippine territory. At the same time, the Harpoon deal underlines the deepening military alliance with Washington, which has been revitalized in recent years through expanded enhanced defense cooperation agreement sites, more frequent joint exercises, and even discussions on the possible deployment of U.S. missile systems like the Typhoon mid-range strike weapon. The broader modernization plan also envisions submarines, new fighter jets, air defense systems, and additional naval platforms, but the missile acquisitions are among the most crucial because they represent immediate, tangible deterrence. Unlike ships or aircraft, mobile missile batteries are relatively inexpensive yet deliver strategic impact by threatening to sink even the most advanced warships. This asymmetry is particularly important for the Philippines, which cannot realistically match China ship for ship or plane for plane. By diversifying contributing to collective security in the Indo-Pacific. In summary, the Philippines' transition from BrahMos to Harpoon is not about choosing one missile over the other but about embracing a new missile era where multiple systems serve complementary roles. The BrahMos gives Manila cutting-edge coastal defense and rapid strike capability, while the Harpoon enhances its air-launched maritime strike options and interoperability with U.S. forces. Together, these acquisitions strengthen deterrence, boost national defense credibility, and elevate the Philippines' position in regional security dynamics. This new missile era marks a turning point in the nation's defense posture, ensuring that the Philippine military can better safeguard its territory, protect its people,